Hello, Taylor here. Here's a preview of my triptych pour. The recipe is from last night and it's actually written on the bottles, which I think is always a good idea because I do have a couple of mystery bottles here and that will be interesting to see how they interact. Anyways, so I'm going to hit pause, I'm going to get organized, and you will find out what could I possibly do with a corn on the cob thing. You will find out shortly, although I'm sure you could probably imagine. Okay, you can see that the paint is all mixed, and I have my 3 5x5s. That's a triptych. I figure it's 3 pieces, right? And now you get to see what I'm going to, sorry for the bouncy, I'm going to use the corn on the cob holders. I've stuck one in each end of the triptych, so I hope that as I tilt it, I can use that to hold it in place. I'm not going to use it for lifting, only holding, but I did have to hammer them in there, so that was kind of fun. So I've got a plastic lid from a storage container I bought for $1 at like a garage sale. I've got my swiper because I'm probably going to swipe. All great plans, we'll see. Hopefully all the paints are still in good flowing condition, and this is probably going to be long, so you may wish to fast forward repeatedly until I master editing, but I'm going to be working on that. So I also used 2 color art pigments and put it into the gloss medium. I'm kind of torn because I wanted a celestial, but celestials I don't like cells and celestials a lot, but I don't know how it's really going to turn out. This is the total, it's been a while since I did a massive 10 color pour. I usually top at around 7 or 8. So let the adventure begin. Let's see. Do you really want to see me put the paint into the cup? Make sure the flow's still there. Sometimes the paint tightens up in a very short amount of time, and this is my marshmallow white. I call it marshmallow white because it keeps trying to become the texture of a marshmallow. It's really irritating, but it hasn't seemed to have affected my pores in an adverse way. So, well, that looks chunky, doesn't it? Honey-ish, close enough, you think? Whoops, I'm holding it too high, you can't bloody see it. Yeah, it's kind of borderline. I'll just see where you can see where you can't. At least I finally have a setup so I can... Not good enough for government work. We're just going to go for it. Okay, do you really care? Well, let's see. What am I going to put silicone into? Let's go for the black and the white. So I've got turquoise, I have blue, I have violet, I have orange, I have crimson, I have ochre, and then I have the 2 color art. Those I'm going to put on last after the paint starts to set up because it tends to sink straight through and you'll never see it. These are the crimson, or is it red hue? Oh well, either way. These 2 are, and the ochre is definitely a mineral base, so they're going to tend to be heavier than any of the light organic / synthetic modern paints. I'm going to go ahead and pause. We'll just pour everything into there. You might want to see me do okay, I'm going to do it Cheadle style, which means I ran out of gloves, so I've got these monsters on. Whoops, oh, totally missed. That's kind of how my day's gone again. It's like, okay, fine, universe. Okay, that is really scary, but that is how Mr. Cheadle does it, and I'm going to do it his style. And sometimes he even goes, so that'll make for, I'm going to have more cells than I'm expecting. So I'm put on pause. I'm going to put all the stuff together, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I figured I would show you. Let's see, you can see this. Okay, I've got 2 last colors. It's going to be the crimson or the red hue and the ochre. As you can see, probably, let's see, yeah, you can see this is going to be a really dirty pour. I held it a good 5, 10. I kind of just kept elevating the paints as I poured them into the cups. The black and the white has tons of silicone. Things aren't reacting a lot in there. There you go, you can see that. But, we'll see. Once it hits the canvas, it's going to be a whole nother story. And remember, a lot of the silicone and stuff will react long after I'm done pouring. Top pour. Now these are heavy, so I'm assuming they might just disappear into the canvas. These are the Winsor and Newton, the 2 Winsor and Newton. The others are all Hobby Lobby heavy mediums. Okie dokie, you're probably going, just get to the pour. I know the feeling. Then you'll have fun telling me, no, tilt it the other way. We know you're not alone doing that. Lots of people. We all do that. We watch other pours and go, oh no, dude, oh no, you're going to lose that cell. Don't lose the cell. No, tilt it the other way. Because while you're looking at one thing, another thing is happening on the canvas. Now, I don't know that I'm going to get all the paint down the sides, and I'm not even sure this is enough paint. I was worried it would be too much, and I got a sneaking suspicion it's going to just barely make it, which is kind of... But, again, experiment. I hope you're not seeing my teacher wings. Oh, that'd be all you'd be seeing of me. Okay, so let the fun begin. Now, I know what you can see. You can see from here down. Okay, that's good. Woo. I'll try not to flail my hands too much. It annoys me, so I imagine it really annoys people watching. I don't think that many people are watching this. I'm not really super worried. And maybe, yeah, well, anyways, am I going to stir this? I think it's pretty chaotic. Stirring it will probably just make it more chaotic. Try to get a little stability on the... So, let's see. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of silicone, and if that hits the canvas, it will leave holes. I don't want holes. I want to kind of even out. This is just a bunch of ribbons. There's no even anything to this lot, I think. But I don't want one canvas or the other to have, because a lot of times when you do a triptych, you'll start out and you'll pour, and by the time you get to the end of the cup, you've got totally different stuff going on than at the front end of the cup. So I'm gonna, let's see, I don't know, man. You don't know, man. Wow, this is gonna be hella busy, that much I do know. Now, I was thinking, am I gonna really... See, the goal is to have the paint go around all the edges, and I don't care so much about the in-between. And also, another goal was to be able to lift all three as a contiguous unit, more or less, give or take. Maintaining control of that contiguous unit is going to be freaking challenging, / nightmare, / adventure, / oh my gosh, what's going on? Look at those colors, the humanity, the painmanity. We could be looking at some good stuff. We're not. You can't probably see that. I'm sorry. Let's see. Oops. Let's just ask for another disaster. Okay, what can you see? You can see that. Okay. You can't see it when I do that, though. If I drag too much, I'll get too much on my tarp on the floor, and with my luck, it'll stick to my flip-flops, and I'll drag it through the house. Control your canvas. Gotta have a dream. It's like, control your teenager. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, I digress into silly ways. Got some really cool cells. Got some really cool lacing. Gonna lose some of it. That's just the way it goes. I hope you can see that. Got some groovy stuff going on. Come on, keep moving, baby. Keep moving. You can do it. I don't want to do a backfill. I personally don't like backfills. That's where you take the remainder. That's looking really groovy. Oops. Oh, my little corn thingy's coming out. I don't like doing backfills, which is where you take the cup remainders and you pour it over the corners, because I kind of feel it looks kind of obvious. At least to me it does. And I could be just being snooty. I want perfection. The silliness of the statement. Okay, so now I'm going to work with each canvas individually and try not to lose the continuity of the pattern between the three, such that... Okay, so I'm probably going to end up... Let's drop that pattern down that side right there. See that go? So then we're going to try not to lose that pattern as we Hope some paint will go down this corner. Oh man, it is not even moving. Backfill time. Not a fan, but sometimes it's necessary. But hopefully it's so busy. I don't even know if you can see this. I hope you can. Again, like I said, feel free to fast forward. Let's get to the good stuff. And see, it's just developing on its own. This is a wild, wild ass pour. And I'm kind of happy with it. And I haven't even put the torch to it, and I'm not sure that I should because it might go just too bat stuff crazy on me. Kind of digging it, kind of thinking I'm gonna leave it. I wish I could pull that pattern down so it would be sweet all the way down, but it's already seasoned up down there. Now, do I go ahead and add the color art primary elements? That is the question. Shoot, you know, maybe I'll end up just painting these blank areas black or silver, some interesting color. Got all of our corners. Oh no, you're seeing my face. Are you? I hope not. Because I'm kind of a wreck today. Wow, kind of don't feel like I want to put the color art. Now, I do want to separate them so they don't stick together, and we're going to definitely have stickage here. These guys love each other's sides. So it looks like I'll have to fill in the canvas with black or silver, some complementary colors because there aren't enough. Which color do I pick? But yeah, that kind of came out groovy. I'm kind of really happy with that. Kind of, no, I am very happy with that so far. Now, do I let it develop on its own with all that crazy ass silicone in there? Or do I? Well, I gotta get some bubbles. Gotta kill some of those bubbles, so I'm gonna be doing that. Can you see it? Yes, you sort of can. I will take you off the thing and hopefully not drop you into the painting. And I've learned to take off my gloves away from my painting. Although the drips look great, but I always worry that they're gonna crack. Where did I put my torch? I got two. I could dual torch this puppy. And if I could find one, that would be helpful. Just brought them in here. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. Okay, I'm going to hit pause while I'm a dork and look for my torches. Found one. Now to kill some bubbles. Just real light over the top. I'm not going too close because if I go too close, I'll bring that silicone to the top. And if I bring that silicone to the top, this stuff's going to get even busier. And I'm not sure I want it any busier than it is. Let's see. Zip zap. Zip zap. Zip zap. Go, go, bubble, go. Oh, I hate stubborn bubbles because then if you get too close, you freaking torch your paint. You don't want to see smoke coming off your canvas. It's not good and the fumes aren't good for you, so I should really have my fan going. Okay, I admit I have a moment of weakness and I'm pulling some of those cells. Ah, there went that bubble, finally. It's giving me a neurosis. Now this will continue to develop. Usually they do. After I'm done pouring. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oh, I'm kind of really digging my... and I did not add the color art elements. These are the colors. Well, it might be kind of interesting through there. It would definitely cut up the monotony of that little stripe there. But would that be good or would that be bad? And then we take the step. But then if we do it there, we have to evenly, consistently put some type of the same element throughout. And am I willing to go there? Oh, scary, scary stuff, Maynard. The decisions, oh, the decisions, oh, the price of the pigments. So I don't want to be a big blob. Add some visual interest to that area. Okay. I said I want continuity throughout all three to some degree. No big blobs. And I'm not the most gentlest touch, as you can obviously see. Interesting. So I'm going to keep it consistent to that one color. And just I want to get that little cell there. So it has a little element that goes through all three. The green, should I add the yellow? Well, let's see any boring spots that might benefit from a little schmackerel of yellow. Well, yeah, I actually kind of think the blue might give a little bit of sunburst or whatever this is called. I can't remember. Oops. Not what I wanted to do, but you know what? It was just good. Kind of go with it, man. Drip down the side maybe. Like I said, a lot of times they're heavy, so they're already starting to sink through. Can you see that? Probably not. Let me take you on a grand tour of my little triptych. My darling little triptych. And don't worry, I'm not appropriating any particular accent because I have no idea what accent that would possibly be. Focus, yes. Wow, this is a long video. Okay, gotta unplug the charger. So have some interesting stuff. That area could use, whoops, I'm afraid to put my finger. That area needs a little bit more interest, I think. So I might swipe or drag, do something interesting there. Again, this should continue to develop as it dries. And what it looks like now may be nothing like it looks tomorrow, or even 20 minutes from now. Well, yeah, that's like a black hole in the middle of a lot of color. Kind of not digging that. Kind of interesting looking at it through this. Maybe break up that orange a little bit. Everything here seems all right. Maybe more interest in that area. Well, my dears, I shall go to Facebook and post this when it's all done. Really digging that stuff there. Focus. There we go. Those are kind of interesting right there. That's kind of boring right there. That's kind of boring. More boringness. There's the primary elements. See, they're kind of sinking in real quick. Let's see. And there's the yellow, or the green primary elements. It's sinking through pretty good. That's kind of interesting lacing. Those are neat. Focus. And that's really epic. Boring. A little bit boring through there. Okay, a few areas I can work on, but I will not torture you with that. So anyways, that's my triptych. That's my chaos that is left. 1 part heavy, medium, heavy paint, heavy. Anyways, yes. Gosh, my brain. Extra torches, gloves that are too big, lots of stir sticks, lots of paper cups to dry out, blaster, tray, screen. Life is good. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. And sorry if you ended up fast forwarding through a lot. Again, like I said, my holes, I'm going to probably paint those black. We've got some great looks there, but it wasn't enough paint, so it really didn't flow through all the nooks and crannies and all the areas that I hoped that it would. Have a wonderful day. Hope you didn't get too dizzy. And thanks again. Bye-bye.